Hello, everybody. It is Matt and it is Fiendish Friday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch this bad boy for free over there on Tubi if it's available in your country. And then last and finally, if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's came out back in 2022. It runs at about an hour and 19 minutes, and that's with credits. And watch through the credits because there is some little tidbits of footage here and there. It is well worth the watch to kind of linger around and see what you got going. It gives you more of Awesome Boy and Bludgeon Man, more footage with them, and it's absolutely hilarious. Now, what is this movie called? It is Slaughter Beach. It is an absolute fun little movie from beginning to end. Like I said, it runs at that hour and 19 minute mark, so it's not a long feature, but it is a feature. I did notice our good friend from Matt's Movie Mania, our dear friend Jim Cannatelli, was in here playing what is his character's name, Seafood Sam or something like that. But he is your villain of this movie. It's very fun. It starts out with a couple going out on the beach and having a good time. They both get killed, if memory serves me correctly. And everything that the killer uses is a fishing something you'd use for fishing, such as fish hooks, fish nets, harpoons, fish hooks, like the big ones that you're used to like spear bigger fish with. He just uses all kinds of different things that you would find on a boat or in a fisherman's tackle box. So it's pretty cool. I really like that idea. They pretty much did that with the movie Blood Hook, but this one is honestly, I like this way more than Blood Hook. I know a lot of my friends and fans would probably disagree that this is better. I happen to think it had a better acting. The stories are somewhat like just the whole the killer using fishing objects. That's about the only thing that I would say is similar to that movie. You could even argue that there's some vibes of I Know What You Did Last Summer, with the killer using the way he's dressed and the way he uses the giant hooks to snare his prey. And now you go on and you got these two friends. They're kind of bumbling idiots. I'm going to scooch this down just a bit. There we go. They're bumbling idiots. They're called the Defender Benders, I think is what they call themselves. They are forced one day to go get a job. It definitely does not go good for them. Everywhere they go is either closed or they find nothing where they're at. And so eventually they decide that they're going to become superheroes. They become Awesome Boy and Bludgeon Man. Awesome Boy is got a little like cape going on and an A and a B on his chest. He's quite hilarious, but my favorite out of the duo would be Bludgeon Man. I thought he was even funnier, especially with the delivery of his lines. I thought he was really fun. And then of course Jim Cannatelli is great in here as our killer. But it's got a fun little story. So Awesome Boy and Bludgeon Man, they're going on and they're trying to stop the killings. Everywhere they go, they run into either victims or they run into something that's related to the killer in some sort of fashion. Either way it goes, they're not in for a good ride. Now, as far as anything else goes about talking about this movie, I'll tell you that the ending is absolutely fun and gets crazy. There's some really fun, cool practical special effects on here that I absolutely loved seeing that in here. And like I said, there's some good acting. It's just all around a top quality film, in my opinion. Now, on to the three things that I love my movies. To me, the first is audio. The audio is very fine. It's crisp, cool, and clean, as I like to say. There's not a moment where I don't understand a character. There's no outside static interference, no backfeed, no wind causing any kind of problems with the boom mics or if they use wireless. I'm not sure. Either way, they really did a good job with the audio on here, because nothing is worse than watching a movie and you can't understand what the hell a character is saying. Gets really annoying. So I'm going to give this one an A on that end. Second is dialogue. The dialogue is still very fresh, hip, cool, and it's how people, I feel like, other than they're kind of silly on their delivery of their lines, but I can see some people saying some of these lines in real life and just being just completely ridiculous in the process, because that's one of those things that it's going to bring out a real character in somebody. It's going to show their flaws, good or bad. So I think the fight or flight dialogue that they've given this is well worth the price of admission. It gets another A on that end. And the final thing is editing. I can't remember the company that did the editing, but I feel like they did a great job. It keeps a good steady momentum, never loses pacing, constantly has something going on screen to keep you wanting more and wanting to delve even deeper into the mythos of our killer. So it's really cool. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm going to give it another A. I'm going to take a drink here real quick. Now, sorry guys. On to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. It's absolutely worth your watch. Sorry. Tickle in my throat. I'm going to get out of here. Love your faces, and as always, peace.